I'm extremely worried and extremely stressed.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of If There's a Will, There's a Wave. If you follow along with the series, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome aboard. We're restoring this 1973 32-foot Lohr's Flybridge sport fisher that's been sitting for what's seemingly more than 2 years.
It's time to get worse the further down you go.
In this episode, our 12-volt drama continues, and we give a status update of all our current projects. Let's get into it.
I was hoping that this whole installation of getting all the batteries hooked up again, I was really hoping that this would fix my cabin light issue that I got going on, but it hasn't. I don't know what the deal is. I used to be able to run the bilge blower, the anchor lights, all the running lights, everything, you know. There's fuses here, guys, and they're not blown from what I see. I see cabin lights would be this one. Like, these guys are so good. So it's got to be that this is just not getting power. What I need to do, honestly, I guess moving forward, is I need to like get behind this panel and see if it's even getting any power. But I need to figure out what's going on with that. No stress, no mess. We'll figure it out. We'll get it working. We always do. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too stressed. I mean, I am. I'm extremely worried and extremely stressed. We'll figure it out. It'll be all right. In a future episode, we're gonna go ahead and start disassembling all this stuff, taking off the exhaust, possibly pulling off the risers and some of the additional parts that we know we need to get machined. That'll actually be really nice because we'll be able to open up some more space. I can actually do a little bit more work on the periphery spaces, such as the water pump that we got over there. That should be feeding the live well. There's also the full steering assembly that I want to get a look at. There's the hydraulic system that I believe deals with the tilting of the trim tabs. Okay, I'm also considering, you guys tell me if it makes sense, pulling out the transmission by itself so that that can be taken a look at before we do the engines, and then possibly we can mount those, marry those to the engines, freshly looked at and taken care of before we get the crane out and everything, because by the time the crane is here, it'll be too late to do that. The thing looks small enough where I would be able to, two people probably manhandle that thing out of there. Oh no, you guys tell me, what is your opinion say? What are your thoughts? I think that might be a valuable thing to do. 1, 2, 3. Nice. So yeah, 12 volts still an issue right now. 12 volts still a problem, but we'll figure it out. That's for sure. Another thing to look forward to is we're gonna be working on these wooden pieces right here behind me. Stuff like this, stuff like the staircase. Basically any of like the wooden trim pieces, we're gonna have to remove them and get them sanded down, get them looking good so we can stain them and protect them again. I would really like to reuse all these things because why would I not? Why would I want to spend more money? So I'm really trying to save as much as I can, guys. Boat stuff is expensive, but I'm also trying to do this to prove a point. I mean, obviously my point's getting kind of taken away from me with the new engines I'm about to buy. I'm trying to show there is a way to do this where you can save money. You can have a boat, have it be inexpensive, or at least cost effective. Definitely not inexpensive, because that's the wrong word, but at least cost effective. For instance, if you can find a place where you can keep your boat and you're not paying rent fee for the boat specifically, like if it's at your house, if it's at a warehouse location that you own, you gotta work things out, okay? I don't own the lot that I'm at. Things have just worked out perfectly in my favor, and you know, I'm very thankful for the things that transpired and the way things are going. But you know, you just gotta try to find a situation or create the situation where you can own something that you want. And whether it's a boat, whether it's a car, whether it's, you know, another 40-foot RV bus project thing, you can definitely make it happen. My point is, you can certainly make it happen. Find a way. If there's a will, there's a wave. That's the whole point about this channel, about this thing that I'm doing. There was a lot of fight back with the idea of getting a boat, as there was with the idea of me purchasing a giant RV to fix up and renovate and that type of thing. That worked out for me and is 100% the reason why I'm at where I'm at now. That whole story of the reason why I'm at now, that's something for the future. If you guys want to know a little bit more, you can tell me. Obviously, this is a boat-based project. This is about the build itself, not necessarily about me, definitely about Cleo. If you guys want to know a little bit more about the situation that we have here and what we're doing, let me know. That can be another episode for a future thing. The idea is that I kind of went out on a whim and I bought this boat, and I know that it's going to be work, but the point is that if you are willing to do the work yourself and you've got a will, you've got some passion, and you got drive to do something, it's going to happen. Okay, it may take time. You're definitely going to have your speed bumps. You're going to have your roadblocks, that type of thing. You just got to push forward, man. You got to walk around. You got to find a way through. And that's it. That's the way that you get things done. Little by little. It's just every step, everything that you do, it has a purpose. It has a meaning. It's getting you to that end goal. As simple as going around tightening some bolts, tightening some screws that are a little bit loose. Like, I can tell you, it is a major difference. Something that you really can tell the difference, actually. As insignificant as it seems, tightening some bolts and making everything solid can really make something feel like it's new again. Make it feel like it's that much in better condition. That's enough of my ramble and my motivational speech. I hope you liked it. It was not rehearsed. I just, spit that out. But anyways, that is all in all. That's the reason why we're doing this, is that it's going to be done between myself, between my team, and it's meant for us to all enjoy, from us all to gain from. That is my drive. That is absolutely my drive for the memories and the things that we're going to experience with this project, with this boat, especially once it's done. That is going to be dope. Enough of this talking. I just want to get to work again. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do, but I'm going to do some stuff, okay? Hey, let me tell you something. There's a will, there's a wave. Get in your head.
So I got to break some news to you guys, but before that, here's 3 seconds of Cleo.
Yeah, good girl.
Alright, so I got to level with you guys. As you guys know, we have a plan set to remove the engines that we currently have inside the boat, which are the two 318 motors that they have been inside the boat since its birth. Basically means that these are near 50-year-old engines. Okay, so I would assume, that these guys are pretty tired and subject lost. Okay, thank you. So I would assume that these engines are pretty tired. And the plan was initially to get the same engines to replace them. Another set of 318 engines that were rebuilt, fully gone through by mechanics, by machine shops, and essentially brand new engines, right? Brand new rebuilt engines. And that's what we did. I had actually bought the two engines that we were going to replace the boat with. Thing is that I was actually reading some of your guys' comments, talking to some people on some forums, and there's a really cool Facebook group for lures boat owners that I definitely use them for a lot of advice and talking things out. I've come to the realization that parts for a Chrysler 318, they're pretty hard to come by. So to find a marine starter for a 318, all I found were used options, and they were like in the $300 range. And I don't even know if this thing functions or not. So that was pretty discouraging when it comes to, the process of building up my first set of engines, my first engine period, but I'm doing two of them. I've been talking to my cousin, the guy that you saw in episode, I don't know which one it is. It's the one that we actually tore the engines apart, and if you haven't seen that episode, you definitely want to see that episode. He was telling me about the Chevy 350, right? Like, that is the quintessential muscle car engine for the budget builders. That's what they go for, right? It's readily available. There's parts everywhere. Things are fairly cheap, and when it came to me looking for a starter, I found multiple options, and all, ranging prices. I actually canceled the orders. That's what I'm getting at. I canceled the orders for the two engines for the rebuilt 318s, and that money is still on reserve. I'm saving that money for the boat. It's for the engines. But yeah, basically, I'm back on the hunt for a set of new engines. Currently thinking about some 350s. If you guys have any ideas, please, flood the comment section. I am trying to do this fairly soon. I feel like the last time when I bought the 318s, was kind of like a rush situation. I am really trying to, meet my time schedule. I'm trying to meet my time frame of June 2021. The fact of the matter is I got to do these things right. And so there's no point in me spending all this money in a rebuild when a simple thing as an alternator going out or a starter having a malfunction, if that's going to start to have my cost be so much more just because I went with the easy option. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for other affordable engine options, in reality, for the 318s, I paid about $2,700, $2,700 per engine. I would be okay spending up to around $3,500 per engine. Long blocks up to full-on, complete engines. If that's what I can get for that price, awesome. I really would not want to go more than 4,000. Like literally 35 is my top. But 4K, like if it has to be that level, okay. But nothing more than that. I know that I have options in what I'm looking at. I'll save that part for another video. But that is something that we'll have. We'll be going through some different options, different ideas. We're going to pick the right engines. We're going to get the right ones. Something that is wise for now and for the future. And that's going to boost the quality of this boat. So, thanks for listening.
Okay, crazy.
Wow, look how big she is though, guys. Look how big you are! I love you. I love you. Okay, that's it. Get out of here. That's going to do it for this episode. If you stuck around this long, be sure to drop a comment down below so I can thank you personally. See you guys next week.
Go get it. Good girl. Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Right here. Right here. Right here. Yes, good girl. Let me see it. Ready? Down the ramp, okay? Down the ramp. Go get it. Nice. Nice. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Good girl. Yes. Let me see it. One more. Can I see it? Let me see it. Come. Hey, right here. Thank you. Let it go. Let it go. Thank you. Last one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go get it! Oh, that's gone. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. You ready? Go get it. Yeah, good girl. Get your toy. Yes. Come on, get it. Yes. Let's go. Good girl.